Right, in this session, uh, I would like to tell a few points that which I have missed in the previous session when I was talking about MOET, multiple ovulation embryo transfer. Now, a small point, we have used this MOET. We know that MOET, we have used it to increase the herd size. Okay, so and we use this MOET to increase the herd size of, okay, to increase the herd size of okay, high milk yielding females, right, and also high meat yielding males. So the males will be used, okay, of course in the case of I'm talking cows, okay, and the males which are called bulls. So the female cows who are very good at, okay, yielding the milk, we use this MOET to increase the herd size. At the same time, we also have used, okay, on developing the males, okay, that are capable of giving a high quality, okay, meat. So here I mean, okay, which I mean high quality meat, right? Now what actually is a high quality meal means, this is what we call it a lean meat. So lean meat is a meat with okay, low fat content. So lean meat is the one with a low fat content. Okay, so this is what we have used this MOET. Okay, so that's all about MOET. Now in this session I would like to talk about apiculture. I'm sorry. The next one, apiculture or beekeeping. Right, now this apiculture or beekeeping is a age-old cottage industry. Means we are doing it from very, okay, long time. So humans are okay, they are cultivating these honeybees and getting the right honey and also the bee wax, which are the products of okay, honeybee, right. Now this is a age old cottage industry, right. Now the place where honeybees are reared, the place where honeybees are, okay, reared is what we call it a, right, apiary. We call it apiary. Is a location where we are going to, okay, place the honeybees and rear them. Now okay, so this beekeeping is in fact quite easy. We need not take care of it much. Okay, so whatever that initial things we need to do, if you finish it, then okay, it will be continuing, okay, with very less maintenance. Okay, so beekeeping is quite easy, okay, to maintain, right, and it does not require much care and does not require much care. Okay, right. Next, the beehives can also be maintained, okay, in the courtyard or in the veranda or on the roof also. Okay, so there is no problem in maintaining. You can, as I told, it's a quite easy and doesn't require much care. So even you can, okay, keep this, okay, beehives can be maintained. Okay, so they can be maintained, okay, in courtyard, okay, then on right veranda or even on roof. Okay, right, so these are some places, okay, in and around your house, okay, where you can keep these bees here. Now there are some important points that we have to keep in mind for a successful honey yield. Okay, so I'll say the important points for, okay, successful yield of honey. Right, so now let's see those important points for the successful yield of honey. Right, so the first point, one must have knowledge of nature and okay, the habits of bees. Okay, right, so these points are quite important, okay, to maintain them. Right, then another one, the selection of suitable location for beekeeping. So usually the location should be near, okay, flowering plants, okay, whatever, okay, and their choice of flowers, okay, as these bees are also very good pollinators, okay, and they will be able to collect this honey from, okay, those flowers, okay, that means the flowers that have a good, okay, nectar. And so like this, you have to choose a location that is near to those sources of okay, nectar. So that is selection of suitable location for for keeping beehive. Okay, hive is the one location where all okay, the different castes of the honey bees will be staying. Okay, now the catching and hiving of swarms. Right, here swarming is a process of leaving of colony by the queen. So here we say swarming, which means the process of leaving of the colony by the queen. Okay, so here we'll see later the conditions. There are certain conditions where okay, the queen may leave, okay, the colony, okay, and then get away with some workers and then start a new colony. So we need to catch, okay, the queen, okay, along with some workers, and that will actually help in starting of our, okay, beehive. So one should know, have an experience in catching, okay, and hiving of these right swarms. Then again, management of beehive during different seasons. So how you have to maintain in the rainy season, okay, or in winter seasons or in summer seasons. So what are all that criteria and all that, okay, one should know. So that's management of beehive during different seasons. And also once you get the product, the handling, okay, and collection of honey and bee wax, which are the products of, okay, this apiculture. Okay, so careful handling of that bee wax and honey is also very important. Right, bees are pollinators, so they are very good pollinators. Okay, so these bees are pollinators of many crop species, okay, like pears. Okay, so they are capable of you know, pollinating the pear plants. Many species we have. Okay, some I'm mentioning here: sunflowers, okay, then brassica plants, okay, and right, the apples, okay, apple plants, etc. Okay, so they are pollinators for these plant species. Okay, not only this, there are hundreds, okay, hundreds of species, the bees that are capable of pollinating. Now, okay, if you keep the beehives in crop fields during flowering period, okay, that actually increases, okay, the efficiency of the, and of course the quantity, that is the quantity of the yield can be increased. Okay, so keeping beehives, okay, in the crop fields during, okay, flowering period, okay, increases, so it will be increasing the, okay, there are two things that can be increased here. One is pollination efficiency also we need to consider. Okay, so pollination efficiency is increased, and at the same time it also improves yield. So the okay, quantity will be also increased, right? So keeping beehives in the crop fields during flowering period increases, okay, 2 points, okay, we need to consider. Pollination efficiency increases and also improves the yield. Now coming to what species we need to use in the apiculture. So usually I will be talking about 4 species, okay, that are usually used in this apiculture. Okay, so 4 species of honeybees, right, which are actually found in India. Okay, of course not all the species found in India, they are, okay, you know what you say, desi breeds. In fact, there will be some exogenous breeds also, which we will be I will be talking about. Okay, the first one here is okay, the genus actually is Apis, okay, species is, okay, Apis mellifera. So this is a exotic species. It's a exotic species, means it doesn't belong to India, but okay, we have brought back into India long back, and it is now found even in case of India also. That's why I mentioned bees found in India, right? Now, okay, so what will be the yield? It's a very good, okay, honey yield, and it will be around okay, so I'm just mentioning here approximate yield, maybe around 25 to, okay, 40 kg we will get. Okay, then and another one called Apis dorsata. So this Apis dorsata is what we call it commonly rock bee. Okay, and this is the largest bee, and usually it's seen only in case of the wild here. Okay, so among the 4, it's the largest bee, and it occurs in the wild. Okay, so in this case the yield is an approximate yield is around, okay, 36 kg. The next one is Apis indica. Okay, so this Apis indica is commonly called Indian Oriental bee, right? And this is a docile bee. Okay, so this is a docile, okay, bee, and it occurs both in wild and also in domesticated state. Okay, so it occurs in wild and also in domesticated state. Okay, right. Now the fourth one is Apis florea. Okay, so this is commonly, we call it a little bee. Okay, now it's in fact a very low yielding species and usually not preferred for apiculture. It's a low yielding species, okay, and usually not preferred for apiculture. Okay, right. So in this case, okay, the approximate yield, so maybe around 500 grams. Okay, so this I'm not giving in detail, only just for an idea. Okay, I have given here. Of course, in case of Apis indica, the yield is so approximate yield in this case is 6 to 8 kg. Okay, so that, so this is about the different species that are found in India. Okay, so with this we can understand which species will be good enough for apiculture. Okay, right. So in the textbook, I think they have mentioned with Apis indica. So out of all these, the most common species that you see, okay, is Apis indica. Let us see different individuals found in the colony. Okay, so here, so those individuals will be queen, then okay, worker bees, and then drones. So the drones are actually the males, okay, and these worker bees are females, and they are not capable of reproducing. So hence we call them sterile females. Okay, whereas the queen is the one which will be reproducing, so hence I call it a fertile female. Okay, now right, so here we shall see all this a little about queen and some information on drones and also the worker bees which will be present in a hive. Now out of these three, so actually I can call these three, okay, right, the three castes in the colony. Okay, so out of these three individuals, the queen is the biggest. Okay, then the next bigger one will be the drones. Okay, and okay, the smaller one out of all the three is this worker bees. Okay, smallest among the three. Okay, whereas drones are smaller than the queen, okay, but bigger than worker bees. Okay, so that's about the three castes, the queen, worker bees, and drones. So I give an example here. For example, I will give an example. In case of Apis indica, okay, in case of Apis indica, okay, so in this species, the queen is about 15 to 20 mm in length. Okay, so queen is 15 to 20 mm in length. Okay, right, so that's an approximate an average value which I have given, right? And then each colony has only one queen. Okay, so usually the queen will be producing an anti-queen, okay, substance that will prevent the development of any other queen. Okay, so for that reason each colony will be having only, right, one queen. And this queen, okay, it may live approximately for a span of okay, 5 years. So that's the lifespan. Okay, and this queen, okay, receives sperms, okay, for its lifetime only in one single mating. Okay, so it receives sperms for its lifetime only in one, okay, single mating. And this mating process, what the mating takes place, okay, by we have one name that we apply on it. We call it a nuptial flight. Okay, so it's a nuptial flight, right, in which right, the male and female mate. So once this mating is completed, the drones, okay, die. So they will be not living, okay, for a very long time. So in a colony the number of drones is very quiet, in fact less. Okay, the more number in the colony will be of worker bees. Okay, and you will find only one queen. Now, okay, after mating, right, the male dies. Okay, right. Now here clear. So this is a little information I'm giving here. So in a colony you will find 3 castes: queen, worker bees, and drones. So the biggest one will be the queen, and right, the worker bees will be the smallest, and the drones may be intermediate between the worker and okay, queen, right? And I have given an approximate value, or in case of Apis indica, the length. Okay, and each colony will be having only one queen, and it has an approximate lifespan of 5 years, and it will receive the sperms only for its okay, lifetime in one single mating. And then it goes on, okay, producing eggs with either with fertilized or without, okay, fertilization. Now that process where it, okay, it receives the sperms, okay, in a mating I told. So that mating we call actually with the word nuptial flight. Okay, now bees perform waggle dance. Okay, so this waggle dance actually helps in telling the other colony members the source of food. Okay, so this dance will help, okay, the members of colony. So it is an information, okay, given by one honeybee to other members of the, okay, colony, especially to these worker bees. Okay, so say suppose if a honeybee goes out and then in search of food, and if it finds the source of food, I told usually the plants that have a very good amount of nectar, then that that honeybee comes back to the colony, and then it tells, okay, it gives information about the source of food, okay, so where it is present, in which direction it is present, with the help of something called waggle dance. So the waggle dance will help, okay, other members, okay, of colony, right, to know the source of food, okay, present in a particular direction. So the honeybee which went out and came back after knowing the source of food, it will tell the other members, okay, in which direction, okay, the food is available, okay, right in relation with the hive. So that is what we call it waggle dance, okay. Just find out how it takes place, okay. You have a lot of information on, okay, Google, so okay, see that how they will be doing. You have videos too, okay, on the YouTube showing the waggle dance and so, okay. So just I'm giving a small idea, okay, how the honeybees will interact and how they will come to know about the sources of okay, if one comes to know the source of the food, how it is going to inform it to other members, okay, right. Here we'll see the economic importance, okay. So here of course it acts as a natural sweetener. It is in fact a laxative, expectorant, and even a very good, okay, blood purifier like. So this is how we consider, okay, the honey from these honeybees, right. Of course the bee wax that we get is also used for several purposes, like okay, making polishes and so, okay. We'll see those some other points before I go into some other points, okay, of economic importance. Just we'll look at what the, okay, components of, or what honey consists of, okay. So in this case of honey, it may have some around 17 to 25%. This is all a little approximate values which I have given, okay. So different sources may show with okay, different values. Then the more number will be sugars, okay. So that's what it's a very sweet, in fact. Then that is 70 to 80%. Then around 3.3% of vitamins and even minerals will be present. So vitamins of like B1, B6 and so on, okay. Then 41% of levulose, okay. These are all actually the sugars. What you see here, the levulose, glucose, sucrose, dextrins, these are all sugars, okay. Right, so different kinds of sugars. 35% of glucose, 19% of sucrose, 1.5% of dextrins are present. So besides this, you will also have okay, honey used as antibiotic, and it also has antibacterial properties. We'll see here some more economic importance. Bee wax it is used in the preparation of cosmetics, okay, in preparation of creams, and in preparation of ointments, paints, and even in polishes. Now the bee venom, okay, is used in treatment of diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, okay. And we'll see later, we'll come across with that rheumatoid arthritis, okay, in a chapter human health and disease. Well, there I'll be a little bit okay, dealing with that disease. We'll see some information on that, okay. The next one, propolis, is a resinous mixture, okay, that these honeybees, they collect from the tree bark, sap, etc. And this propolis has, okay, antibacterial and antiseptic properties. So hence of course honey is a very common, okay, compound which will be used in many of okay, Ayurvedic medicines, right. So this is a little information on economic importance of honey and bee wax.